Maxine, how have you been?
Huh? Sarah? What are you messaging me for? We don't have anything to talk about anymore.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. We're best friends, right?
Yeah, ex-best friends. I don't consider you to be the slightest acquaintance anymore. Did something happen?
Don't be so cold. Are you still upset? It's been over a month. Why don't you forgive me already?
I'm not mad anymore, but I'm definitely not at the point where I can forgive you. To be honest with you, I don't even really want anything to do with you. I feel like having anything to do with you is just bad news anyway.
It's been over a month. Can't you just get over it already? We've been best friends for like 10 years. That tiny little thing won't be the reason our friendship ends, is it?
It's not a tiny little thing to me. The fact that you cucked me and slept with my husband is not small.
Cucked you? Oh my god. You're being a little dramatic, don't you think?
How else are you supposed to explain what happened?
Well, I just thought that he was attractive, you know? It couldn't be helped. I always felt jealous of you since you two were dating. I just couldn't give up after you married him. You could have just let me have him since I was your best friend.
I didn't know that you liked him at all. And before I knew it, he was dating you. He was asking me to break up with him out of the blue. Have you thought about how I felt?
You're being such a drag. But who cares? Your best friend is finally gonna get married. You should be rooting and cheering for my happiness.
Married?
Oh yeah! Did I not say? I was actually messaging you to let you know. We're gonna get married!
It's only been like a month, though.
Well, we've actually been going out for over 2 months. Besides, I've known your husband for almost 3 years now. You should be alright with it, right?
I see.
Yeah, we're going to have our wedding right away, too. I was really hoping that you would give a speech on behalf of my friends. Is that okay?
The nerve you have to ask me to do your speech at my ex's wedding.
Who cares? Come on. You're the one that got along with me the best. I would have never met him if it weren't for you either.
That's a huge no from me. I can't believe the audacity. You stole my husband from me. How could you say such a thing? I'm actually impressed by you.
Thanks!
I'm being sarcastic.
We actually put our marriage papers in the other day.
Really?
I figured I would tell you first. Both Malcolm and I talk about how you're such a great person. So, you be sure to find your happiness too.
Shut the hell up.
What? Do you still want your ex back? Is that why you're that mad?
I'm not mad, and I have no regrets either.
You're totally lying. You've lost that great-looking rich husband to your best friends.
Huh? Rich?
But it just means that I was the more attractive one. Sorry to break it to you. But I'm probably more attractive as a woman, and he wanted to make me his wife.
What the hell are you talking about, Rich? Is that what Malcolm said?
No, you should really understand that without asking. Besides, he even said it at your wedding. He's an employee at that big-time elite company.
Yeah, that's true, but that was back then.
What do you mean that was then? He's an elite worker, so he's definitely rich. We're about to move into a new home.
Where do you live now? Your house, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna move after this month. We're gonna start a family in a nice house.
Really? Well, congrats. Wish you nothing but the best.
You must be super jealous. You used to live in a dinky little apartment when he was married to you. Malcolm got married to me quick and is even building us a home. He says that he wants a home for when we have kids in the future.
I see. You're talking about moving into a house. He's literally going to move with you into his parents' house.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You're just gonna go live with his parents. He has no money left, so he wants to live with his parents, right?
I mean, that's true, but a nice house is a nice house.
You don't think that's weird at all?
What are you talking about?
He's saying that he's an elite worker. Why would he be moving back to his parents' house?
I don't really know the details that much, but I'm sure Malcolm has his reasons. He probably wants me to be happy, you know? I think he wants me to be happy in a nice house.
I really don't understand. You realize that he's moved from his old company over a year ago, right?
Huh? Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. He said that he was going to start his own business and started taking out loans.
Loans?
He was tricked and scammed by his friends in the end. He couldn't even start his business. Now he just works as a part-time temp, right?
What the hell is that? I didn't hear about that.
I'm not even surprised. Why would you try to marry him when you don't even really know him?
You were married to him, though. You seem to be having a great time. You always seem pretty well off.
That was because of Malcolm, right? I was paying for literally everything when we were together. And then he cheated on me with my own best friend. Talk about an asshole.
Wait. You were paying for everything?
I'm just curious, but you didn't tell him that your parents run business, right?
I did tell him. Why?
Ah, that makes sense. That's why he left me and went for you. I was getting really tired of supporting him at all. I was actually considering getting a divorce. He must have known.
You wanted to divorce him? You were completely shocked, though, when you found out about Malcolm and I.
Yeah, because I thought you were my best friend, but you betrayed me. But thanks to that, I was able to sue him for damages and it all ended up well. I think he's ignoring my lawyer reaching out to him, but I've already sent the content certified mail to your house too. You better pay up.
Damages? I was just going to ignore all of that. You even reached out to my parents' house? That's literally the worst thing you could do. Please don't do that. I've already been chased off by my parents' house for several years now. If they find out about this, they would freak.
I see. I didn't know. Malcolm is drowning in debt and doesn't have the money to be able to pay rent. So he probably just wants to go home so that he doesn't have to pay rent. I think he's planning on living off of your money too.
I can't do that. I don't have any money.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to sue both of you. You both will pay up. You did this to yourselves. You better take responsibility for your actions.
I'm sorry. It was all my bad. I'll give you Malcolm back. I didn't even know that he had loans. Even if you want to sue me, I don't have any money. I'm going to quit my job next month. I can't pay anything.
I don't want him back. I've already divorced him. You already put in your marriage papers, right?
Yeah, we put in our papers today, but he's off at work right now.
Are you sure he's at work? He might even be at the slot machines.
I just called him and he said he was at work. But I definitely heard slot machines in the background.
I literally told you. But as soon as you tell him that your parents won't be willing to help you out, he might just let you go scot-free. I'm sure he was just after your money anyway.
That's so mean! I thought I was finally able to be a stay-at-home wife and live an elegant lifestyle like you!
Elegant lifestyle? I have been working my ass off. I don't have an elegant lifestyle.
I thought that you were living in an elegant lifestyle with a rich husband. I just wanted to be like you. This is so wrong.
So, in other words, you stole your friend's husband because you had some kind of delusion? That's just karma coming back to you.
I mean, that may be true, but please, Christine, I'm sorry. Save me. Please don't sue me or send things to my parents. I owe my parents a lot of money. If they find out about this, they'll seriously kill me.
That has nothing to do with me, does it? I really don't care.
Don't be like that. We used to be best friends.
Yeah, we used to be. Now we're even further apart than strangers. If you're suffering, I'll only think that it's your fault. You better rethink your actions and pay for all the damages I'm going to sue you for. By the way, Malcolm said that you'll pay for his part of the damages once you two are married.
What? I'm supposed to pay for Malcolm's half too?
I really don't care where the money comes from.
Please, Christine. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me.
It's too late for that now. I don't plan on letting either of you go with anything. So, I hope you're ready to pay up. They hadn't paid 2 weeks after they were charged for damages, so Christine started talking to a lawyer and formally filing for damages. Sarah's parents did feel like it was a little too much work to go to court, so they paid for Sarah, but they completely cut ties with her after that. As soon as Malcolm found out about that, he made Sarah go out and work for him, while also making her take out loans for him. She ended up having to pay for his damages because Malcolm failed at his startup. He seemed to have failed at everything else, too. Sarah had nowhere to go, so she ended up staying at Malcolm's house and is having to work as a lady of